Sporting Icons for all your latest boxing news. Good luck.
You remember when Dillian Whyte vs Joseph Parker was first announced, and Kell Brook was going to be on the undercard, and he was set to face Brandon Cook. Now, a lot of people I was seeing commenting saying that, who the hell is Brandon Cook? This isn't a very good fight. And I was trying to tell you guys that it is actually a pretty good fight, and it is actually a bit of a step up in the right direction for Kell Brook to take on Brandon Cook. Brandon Cook has only lost one fight, and of course, that was against Kana Islam, who for me at £154 is the best fighter outside of the champions. That's just my honest opinion on it. But anyway, Brandon Cook, so Kell Brook, he pulled out of that fight. He had was it a heel injury or something? I forgot what it was now. And got replaced with Sam Eggington. Sam Eggington also got injured, so Brandon Cook was without an opponent for the Dillian Whyte and Joseph Parker undercard. Luckily for him, in some ways, because he'd already spent out like a whole lot of money on his training camp and what have you, Eddie Hearn paid him anyway some money and invited him over to watch the fight and have a tour around London, all that kind of good stuff. So that was kind of good of him to do that. But also, he's now got his just rewards, I suppose you could say, because Brandon Cook will in fact feature on the Canelo vs GENNADY Golovkin undercard. And he's got a world title fight. And that would be against WBO World Super Welterweight Champion Haim Munguia. Now, a lot of you guys will know him. He beat Saddam Ali to become a champion. And in his first defense, he defeated his mandatory in Liam Smith. And already he's fighting again, and this time against Brandon Cook. So that Brandon Cook vs Kell Brook fight wasn't as bad as maybe some of you guys thought. Fair to say? Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe you still think he's gash. I don't know. But that's not the only good fight on this card, of course. You've got David Lemieux, and he'll be going up against Gary Spike O'Sullivan. Yep, him on the intro. So looking forward to that one, as well as the main event, Saul Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin, and Roman Gonzalez is also on the card, and he'll be going up against Moses Fuentes. So not bad on the card at all. So good on Tom Loeffler, Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, K2, because so far they're putting on a pretty good card. I mean, I kind of wish that they'd add to it, just so we know, because obviously this entire event is going to be on not only on HBO pay-per-view over stateside, but here in the UK, it's also going to be pay-per-view on BT Sport Box Office. Even though the first fight, which of course was on Box Nation, was free to watch. But now we've got to pay for a pay-per-view. Okay, well, anyway, for me, listen, if you're ever going to pay out for a pay-per-view that's abroad, this is the kind of one that is appealing. It's a very, very good main event. Granted, it is a rematch, of course, and this event isn't as popular as the first one. A lot of it is due to the whole Canelo Alvarez failing the BED test for the contaminated meat or whatever it was. So maybe it's lost a little bit of that luster. But for me, the entire card, you see, this is what I've always said, I like undercards. I like them to be packed, I like them to be interesting. For me, no point having a great main event and a gash undercard. I want to watch the entire thing. Okay, so David Lemieux versus Gary Spike O'Sullivan is of interest to me, no doubt about it, and I'm Team Spike all the way on that one. And of course, for a WBO World Super Welterweight title in Haim Munguia taking on Brandon Cook. In addition, Roman Gonzalez will also be on this card, and of course I forgot to mention as well, the undisputed female welterweight champion will also be on this card defending her titles as well. So you drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up, subscribe, catch you all on the next video.